Hello everybody, this is Barbie. Well, I finally got a couple of kits done that I wanted to use in this project that we were going to do together on the craft with me. Um, I just thought I would show you real quick my two kits, and then we'll start our little folio together if you're interested in following along. Okay. Some people had talked about maybe wanting a collage kit they could just go ahead and print off and use for tags or backgrounds or whatever. So I took some of my master boards that I had done and did a collage, and then I've got them on in my Etsy shop. So this is the first one, and I printed it on. This is printed on Epson Epson premium presentation paper. It's 48 pound, and it makes a really good quality of paper to print really nice looking digitals on. So I've got some ideas of how I'm going to use this and like pick out certain elements. I think it'd make a really good tag, or just a journaling card. This way it's already done, and you don't have to have the extra bulk. And that was my general thought on this. Is I have used my own collages before for tags and cards and everything, but my journals tend to get so bulky anyhow. So I was trying to cut down on the bulk, and that's when I came up with the idea. And I know other people do it, I'm sure they do, but that's why I did what I did on this. So let's move on. Okay, here's the second one, and it's like a little bit not quite as bright, some more pastel colors. This one, can't pick it up. Got a little sandpiper on there. Okay. And then this one is got some more blues in it. I have another kit I'm working on. I'm calling it Blue, and it has a lot of these papers in here. So this one will go really good with that kit. I've got it, I'm still working on it, and I just decided that rather than trying to get everything done before we start the folio, I don't necessarily need to use this kit in there. I've got plenty from the other kit, and I wasn't sure. This is just a page I printed off showing all of them together, and I thought, because I had to do it for my Etsy shop, so I thought I'd save this, and that way I can use these, like this size here, I could use it for something in a journal. I didn't want to throw it away. Same thing I did here. I was messing around playing with collages, and I just decided that I could use it for tags or whatever. Okay, here is my kit we're going to use, or I'm going to use in our little folio. What I did, I measured the hold on a minute. I measured the Reader's Digest, and I wanted to get a size that would fit in here. So I measured everything and came up with the size I'm using here, and I'm calling this my Calendar Girl and Nature kit. I wanted to use this layering effect here, so therefore I couldn't just print it on regular size paper and then cut it out where I needed it to fit in my journal. I had to make it a specific size. Now I'm pretty sure that you can, if you choose it in your printer, you can print it out to fit on a regular, like if you're doing a bigger journal, you could fit it on a regular size letter size paper, or whatever size you have option for in your printer. You might lose some of the edging along here, I'm not sure, but again, this is the size I normally use on most of my journals anyhow. And I think it's a size that a lot of people use, and it's a overall it is a 10.5, which makes that a 5 1/4 width here by 7 1/4 this way. So your page then would be approximately. It would be a perfect size for fitting in here in your Reader's Digest. Okay, so I've already got this tore out, and I used my tear ruler because this is a real jaggedy edge. And then in these little indentions here, I just used my scissors and you know, did a little cutting around here because I want it to be real irregular. Okay, there's my first one. Oh, and on the back, I was playing and I did this on the back. I may cover that up just because it's a little busy, and it's sideways. I probably will cover it up, but I decided I'd go ahead and use that anyhow. Okay, our next one. It's a chipmunk page. It's got a little rabbit over here hiding in the plants. And I left one side over here to so you could journal on it. Oh, and I also went ahead and printed one of the plain pages, which is a kind of a lace background, tea-dyed lace on the back of these, so I could utilize both sides. And I printed this on the 48-pound Epson printer paper. Okay. This is the background for the calendar girl, which was the original old calendar that I had, and I put her in here. And so this is the actual back of the calendar, and I wanted to incorporate that in a page. And I tried to use shading in behind all of my plants like so it gives it a three-dimensional effect. And I was playing around with that. I like that effect. And this, again, this is another background page I put in the kit just for backgrounds. This is the one I like the best. It's a little fox hiding behind this other sheet over here, and I wanted to incorporate him. I thought he was really cute. And again, I put one of those printed pages on the back. This is one of the pages I was playing around with, and I still may go ahead and do something with this grouping here, but I liked it to go with the rest of this, and I wanted to use this particular page, so I stuck it in with this kit. Again, just a journaling spot on the other side and the lace on the back. Okay, this is a very three-dimensional page. Each one of these elements I put a shading in behind, and I don't know if you can see or not, but it makes it look like all of the pages are stacked one on top of the other, and you can see the depth in behind it. And I thought this would make a really pretty journal cover, and I'm using this on my journal cover. I'm thinking at this time that's what I'm using. And also the pretty butterflies. And I positioned some of them underneath the paper, like so, the wings, so you can see the dimensionality of the page. And then some are sitting on top of the page, the elements. And again, I'm going to use that probably for tags, etc. too. Okay, this one I wanted some, I was going to also say about this one here, I have some really thick paper, which is perfect for tags and journaling cards. You don't have to add anything extra to it unless you want to. So this one I will probably go ahead and run back through my printer, and where it's white on the back, I will probably just print in some tea-dyed paper or something I have scanned in, some of my tea-dyed paper, or possibly this lace on the back, so it can be, the white paper will be covered. Okay, and this one is just a collage of different herbs and a little bird. I thought would be a really good basic. Again, I put one of the pages on the back. Okay, and this one is just a collage of different elements, and I thought that would make a good basic, page. I don't know exactly how I'm going to use this one yet. I may have to, I may just use this for tags or whatever. I haven't decided. Again, I put something on the back. Here's my owl and my little wren. page, and I used an old map and did some other elements here on top to kind of fade the map area out. And again, I put something on the back. Another basic page. And that's the basic page I put on a lot of the tea-dyed lace page. And that's the basic page of just kind of white elements with an old dictionary in behind. Okay, that's my kit. That's what we're going to be playing with, or I'm going to be playing with. You can use anything you want, of course. You do not have to have my kit, and I'm not trying to say you do, or anything else. That's just what I'm using. Okay, let me show you what I got started here. Let me get my items over here. Okay. As I had told you before, we had these two little elements, and I think I'm going to try to incorporate these into the kit, because you remember these were the videos I had done, and I lost the video and I couldn't, show you exactly how I did it. So I thought I may, if y'all think it's something you want to see again, go ahead and go through how I did this little kit, or this little element. And it opens up here. I imagine most of you know. And it has a little journaling card inside. And this is a CD case. So y'all might be interested in seeing how I did that, and then if I incorporate this into the journal, I can do another, possibly a video on how to do that. Okay, and then this has, of course, the little pocket here that you can use either way, and the little pen I put on there, etc. There, and then I use the embellished paper clip, double-sided paper clip, to hold this little tab down, like so. And then this opens up, of course, and has all of these elements in here. So what I was thinking about doing with this is, since it has this little, dingle-dangle here, I don't know what you call it, I was thinking possibly about gluing this back side right here, because this already has all these pockets incorporated into it, and I thought, well, that might be a really good place to put it. And I haven't decided for sure yet. It depends on the bulkiness of what I've got going here when I get the journal pages in. Yeah, I might decide against that one, but that was what I was thinking on that one. Okay, and I also have this little element. I might use that one, which was done from a packaging deal. I also have this other one that I had done out of an envelope, and this one I was actually thinking about using it under like a belly band. Put a belly band here, slide that in like so that when this flips over, you'll have this little tab hanging out like this with all the little goodies on it. That's what I'm thinking about for that one. Again, I'd have to probably do another video on that one. I have this really pretty flower book, and I wanted to use some of the pages out of it, and so I thought these would make really good little journaling cards. So on that one, again, we may use that. And I just lined it with some, this is a newspaper print paper, only you can get it in kind of like this yellow color, which is really a pretty color, so you could just open it up, flip it on a page or whatever, and use that for a journaling card. Also, I was playing with some of the, using my papers for like a journaling spot with a pocket, and that's one of the elements that I had gotten off of the open access copyright-free museum sites. I don't remember where, but anyhow, I got it. I thought it was really pretty, so I made a tag out of it, and then I have to cover the back, but I wanted to stitch around it first. And again, I was playing with this element here and using it as a pocket, a windowed pocket. Now you wouldn't have to use this, you could just take an envelope and collage it. And I was thinking actually that, not this particular one, but I was thinking of this idea on using this for the front cover. And what I was going to do is I was going to use it as a flip. And I'm thinking what I would do is do this differently, but that's the general idea. That's my thought. So let's see, I think I've got this turned upside down. I do. That's actually the cover. Okay, then I just have some other little elements that I want to play with. And as far as the spine goes, at this moment, what I have pulled out is some tea-dyed fabric. I'm telling you all this so that if these are things that you think you might want to start getting together, I'm thinking about putting those on the spines. But I haven't decided exactly sure how I want to do it yet. I just didn't want to have Reader's Digest on here, even though the spine is really in good shape. If this was an antique book and it had the old writing on it, I probably would leave it, but it's not. So I'm thinking I want to cover it up and then do some type of, I don't know exactly what yet on here. So that's my thought on that. Okay, so I have some papers I've already gotten going here. I don't want to make this any longer than an hour. You know what I mean? Let's see what I've got here. Okay, this is what I was thinking about using for we're going to line the book today. Now, I don't know if everybody's gone over and looked at the book bundle shop, and she was the one who was going to do a project using these books. But let me run over real quick. It's fairly straightforward. This is one book. This is one Reader's Digest, and it was merely glued onto the first Reader's Digest book. So I just used the Fabri-Tac 3-in-1 beacon glue and put it on the two books and glued them together. So that's what that is. Now, as far as this here goes, I used, I like to reinforce the spines just to make sure that they're good and strong and they won't start falling apart when you start sewing through them or whatever you're going to do. So I put the microfiber or microfill tape. Let's see, what's it called? Just a minute, got the wrong one. Micropore. This is tape that doctors use when they're putting, they're doing some kind of a tape they're using on people. It's a real fine fabric-y or fiber type tape, and it's real strong. So that's what I used on the spine. And then in order to cover that up, I used some brown packing paper, just because I didn't want to see that white tape sticking out in case I missed any spots. So that's what it did there. So what I'm thinking is, let me get my papers here. I get everything, had it all organized. Yeah, let me get it separated here. So I'm thinking that what I want to do is I want to use 2 signatures. And I've got some other papers I'm going to put in with this. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is use 2 signatures, like put it like here and here. And I don't want to get it too bulky because I want to be able to put other things in here. So I still haven't decided yet. I think I'm going to do it where you can maybe like sew the pages together and then slip it in underneath something here so that you can add to it if you want, or you could put blank pages in here. So I'm thinking about maybe having 2 strings or whatever here and 2 here. And that way when you attach it in like so and you fold it in, it would be like this, would flop this away, or I guess you could flop it that way. Yeah, you could probably do it accordion like, I mean like one and then the other. I guess it depends on whichever way works for you best. That's what I'm thinking. So that's what we're going to work on today. So what I think we should do first is start working on getting the this covered and the inside covered, because that has to be done first. And I was thinking also I'd like to put fabric in here. Maybe. That doesn't really need it. I like that. I don't think I'm going to put fabric because that would just add extra bulk underneath your lining. So I think what I'm going to do is, also I cut these just a little bit smaller because I wanted to be able to see the edge around here because it's got nice paper and I like the green color. So that was my thought on that. So let's get busy gluing. Okay, I'm going to get my glue. Oops, wrong glue. I'm going to get my glue out. And also I have a credit card or old credit card or something like that that I can use, or you can use a bone folder or whatever. I want to have it available. And I think I'm going to go ahead and distress the edge a little bit just because I don't want to be able to see white paper, just in case. So I'm not going to, although you can do whatever you wish on that part, depends on your taste. But I just thought it would be nice to, you can't see white edges. So I am really bad about trying to get this centered around here so that it looks fairly even. I don't know what it is, but I have a hard time with that. So my thought is what I'm going to do I think I'm gonna put it on here, then I'll lift up the edges and then figure out the rest of it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do first. So I'm not gonna go all the way to the edge where I want it. Instead, I'm going to leave a little bit of space. This dries pretty fast, so I have to get it on. Oh, this is not coming out as fast as I wanted it to. I think it must have a bit of a stop up. Should have tested that before I got busy here. Let me see if I can find something I can stick down in there. It doesn't appear to be stopped up, so maybe it's just me being impatient, or maybe there's air in it. y'all are all well and happy and crafting away. I hope you enjoy this. Craft along with me. I've been wanting to get to this, but I had to force myself to get all the other things done first because I wanted to test out using this kit. And I thought this would be a perfect project to see how the kit works. So that's what this is all about. Okay. Now, where I don't have my glue here, that gives me a little bit of a leeway to position my paper before it just starts sucking down, if you know what I mean. There you go. Now, and this just flattens that glue out a little bit and makes the surface a little bit smoother. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and make sure this is glued all the way around. So I'll raise up that corner and just slide some glue underneath. All the way around. Hope I'm not getting out of frame, but you know what I'm doing here. Oh my goodness. Forgot to get my little baby wipes out. Okay, let's see. Now if you don't have a problem getting yours straight, you know, you can just go ahead and put it all the way down, but especially for the front cover, I don't want it to be wonky any more than it has to be. It's not that big a deal, I suppose, but it kind of bothers me. So that was my thought. Okay, I think it's all glued down good. Okay. So now I was thinking, okay, the back. Also, I used a little bit of this. This is Tim Holtz, I believe, and it's a really strong, almost fabric type washi tape, and it sticks very well. And at the very top up here, there was a little bit of wear, so I decided to put that on there. So okay, we're going to do the back in the same. Yeah, I'd make sure I had it straight, although probably wouldn't be with this paper. It probably wouldn't matter too much, but okay, edges. We're finally getting some cool weather down here in Texas. I guess this is what we would call our fall. Had some good rain, and we were so dry for so long. It was very much appreciated. Okay, making sure I got it cut correctly. I think it's good. And I think on this one I'm going to just go ahead and put it on this. I can see it a little bit better. On that other, I was having a hard time seeing where I had my glue. It still allows me enough time to barely touch the edge and glue it down. This is a process. You just do it however it works best for you. Okay, I think that's good. I know about what I want to see. That's good. Okay. Where's my credit card? How do I lose things so quickly? Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, I got plenty of them around here. I like that. Those colors look really good with the color of the outside of this book. The greens, the browns, yellows, kind of ochres, look really good together. Okay, we got that done. Now, our next deal here is this page here. Now, because I want more of a background, because we're probably going to put something on it, I was debating on whether to use that one there. Because if I use something on here, I will probably flip it, use a flip. And I'm thinking, I think I'll use that. Yeah, I think I'm going to use that one. So I'm going to just mark this with my pencil, and then I can cut it. I'm usually not real picky about this measuring unless you're going to put it on here and you want some of this edge to stick out. If that's the case, then you want to be a little bit picky about it. You don't want it wonky. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay, where's my line? Okay, I see it now. Yep. I don't want to cut it wrong. Oop. I need to make it a little bit further over. There it is, right there. My husband always would tell me when I was helping him do construction projects, like carpentry type things, I would be the one usually that would be measuring everything and marking it, and he'd be cutting. And he would get mad at me because I wouldn't. I'd do like I did just then, making such a small mark that he couldn't see it. Okay. Here we go. We'll make sure we're right side. Yep. I like that there. Okay, we'll put a little bit of ink. It's amazing how fast time flies when you're having fun here. Because you know, when I do this, I don't know what time it is. I don't know what day it is. I'm just in the zone. Yeah, that looks like it works pretty good. I'm going to try to leave it about like that. Okay, I'm going to move it along here. My goal today is to get, at the very least, get the lining done on the book itself, and then maybe also get some papers, if we've got time, to get some papers picked out, and that will give you something to work on until I can get the next video done. That's my thought. Okay, I hope I'm not getting my hair in the way there. I'm gonna get a baby wipe out real quick, because I think I got a little bit of glue right there. I want it to roll up. Get out of there. Get out of there. Okay. All right. I like that. Looks good. All right. Get a paper towel and get my hands dried off. Okay. Moving right along here. inside. Okay, these are the papers. And probably what I'm going to use is, for the first page, will probably be my little bunny. I like the little bunny rabbit. Put one bunny over here and one. Then I'm going to put pages in between. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Oh, well, wait a minute. Yeah, I think that one looks good. Let's see. Well, for pity's sake. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, with that in mind, I've got a choice. I think that's going to be a little too busy because we're going to put embellishments on it. So I think I'm going to go for maybe this on one side. That way it has a little bit of an interest, but it will probably get a pocket or something on it, so you know. And then maybe this there, and then possibly staying in the same color scheme. So that's probably what I'll do. Put this in the middle and then split these and put them on either end. I think that's going to be a good choice. Yep. Okay. Let's start out with this one. Now because I put this paper in here, we don't have to be too picky about how far over this paper goes. We can have a little bit of a leeway. And I'm going to leave a little bit showing, but not much. Very little. Okay. Cut this off. I was watching Tracy Fox with Love Junk Journals today. She has a new little video out, and she had some she always has good ideas, but she had a really good idea, and I think I'm going to play with it and see if we can incorporate her basic idea into this journal, which is using old book pages. So if you kind of want to see what I'm talking about, you can run over and look at her latest video. I think maybe I could have cut that just a little bit longer. Let's see what this one looks like. It's perfect over here. All right. I'm going to go ahead then and cut me another one since this is a good size. So I don't have to remeasure everything. Anyhow, she was showing how you could use, make your own specimen slides basically. Also got some really fun envelopes. Let's see, in the mail. Where are they at? Here. Look at that. Whoa! Yeah, I think I'm going to use that for something. And also they had some. These are make perfect little bases for putting our, you know, because it's not real shiny. When they're real shiny, sometimes they don't take the glue that well. I had another one here too. Oh, this one here is a trifold. Look at that. Yep. Do you have a living will? I'm not talking about that. So, there you go. We're going to probably do something with that. Also have another one there, but I haven't opened that one yet, so Okay, did we get both marks down here? I've been talking and not thinking. You can't do two things at one time, you know how that goes. Okay. So this is fairly fast and straightforward, that is if I don't talk. Okay, might as well go ahead and cut our third one while we're at it here. Okay, what are we going to use for the third one? Oh, we decided we're going to use this one. Let's see, where do I want to? Because I'll have to cut that down. And we'll probably get the upper part here. Let's see. Yep, that's good right there. So my problem is too many ideas. Not that I don't have enough, I got too many. I don't know if y'all are that way or not, but especially when I start a new project, it's like, oh man, I want to use that paper. No, 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 gotta use that paper. And before long, I'm just running in a circle because I want to use them all. That is why, that is why when you see my books, yeah, they have a whole lot of different elements in it just because I get too excited. And can't decide which ones I want to do, so I'm trying to use everything. That's what makes me happy. What can I say? All right, that's the inside. Whoops. I save these little pieces of papers for tags or whatever. So I've got a little box over there I'm going to throw everything in. All right. Let's see how we're doing here. Already at 42. Oh my goodness. Can't be. I don't know what's wrong with time. It just runs away from me. All right. Got to get busy here. Don't want to go over an hour. It just takes so long to download it. Probably because I thought we had pretty fast internet, but I guess not. They say 5G is going to be really fast, so that would be an improvement. But we kind of live in a little country town, so we probably won't get it until 10 years from now. But that's okay. I'm just glad I don't live in some of those big cities where they're looting and burning and trashing businesses out. That's just horrible. I don't know what's wrong with those people. Apparently they never had to work too hard for what they've got, because if they did, they wouldn't be doing that to other people's possessions and businesses. Not right. Not in America. All right, I guess that's enough of my soapbox. Okay, since this is a little bit lighter, I think I'm going to put that in the middle and then these on either side. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Yep, okay. Put the one in the middle first. And won't take long to get this down. I'm gonna be on a roll here. I think I'll probably continue to work on this now that I'm on a roll. You know how that goes. And maybe get another one ready to go. Now, just because I don't like that hanging out down there like that, I'll probably put some washi tape down there. Yep. Or I can put another piece of this along here. I'll decide later on. Okay, there's no up or down to that, so we're good to go. There is an up or down to that. Yep, always check. Because if it can be backwards, or I will do it. I don't know what's wrong, why I think I don't know, I get myself turned around. I think I get so busy doing what I'm liking to do here and thinking about the next step that I jump too far forward and not paying attention to detail, as they say. Okay. That's kind of a lame card. Okay, get this one in. This is where I wished I had a pause. But again, it takes too long to download too much more than that, so I guess that's a good thing. Okay. Very good. Got a good start on it. Alrighty, so there we go. Let me see if I'm even in frame. That's what we got done today. And I think that's going to really look nice with that, with the little journal in there. And look at this little boy. I got that at in one of the museums. I forget which one, but it's just, I mean, it looks like a real printer. Of course, you need to print it on good paper, photo paper, and this is the matte photo paper, which gives it the really, it's not glossy look, you know. I'm going to put that someplace in there. I don't know where. Okay. Now, we're at 47. I might have time just because I've already picked this out, so let me show you what I've got, what I'm thinking here. I've got some tea-dyed paper. Let me get this out of the way. Oh, let me show you what we've got so far. I like that. Hope y'all like that. Okay. And I'll have to, I don't think no, I haven't adjusted these tea-dyed papers yet. I'll have to do that. This is something that I had done a while back and just hadn't found a use for it yet. I took a piece of tea-dyed paper and I cut around, this is Edith Holden, I think. Anyhow, I cut around this design and glued it on a tea-dyed paper so you can see part of the tea-dyed paper sticking out. And then I just took some different elements that I had, stamps, field notes from Tim Holtz, background paper, something I found cut out of one of my magazines, a Mackie stamp with a little mouse there, and I think that's one of Tracy's botanical stamps, and this up here is again something I just collaged together and put together, but I left it open up here so you could stick some little something in there. So I'm going to use this again. This is a piece of tea-dyed music paper, and I just folded it up at the height I wanted it to fit in my journal, and I'm going to use that probably as a center in here, like so. And I'm going to use this, and I will probably put some more papers in there. I haven't decided yet. Right now it's just tentative. Okay, so I'm going to use this for my cover. So I want to put a piece of tea-dyed paper in there. that. Another piece of tea-dyed paper. I have some book pages, which I don't have with me right now. I'll probably end up putting in there as well. I may use some of that newsprint in the yellow color, that kind of golden yellow color that I used in the back of my, whoops, throwing paper around. Oh, where's that? Oh, this right here. I may use that as a page as well. I like that color. Okay, so this I tea-dyed one of the old maps that my son had given me. Again, he works as a mapper for the co-op here, and they throw these away periodically. And they're not super old, but they're older. And but to let you know, if you want to do this fold in this particular journal, this is 11 by 17, I believe. It's a, what do you call it? Legal size. Let me measure this real quick. Yeah, 17 by 11, I believe it is. So you can get legal paper, 17 by 11. I believe that's legal size, or whatever. This is a 17 by 11 piece of paper. And it doesn't have to be this big. You can just get whatever size you want. And as long as it's bigger than a normal sheet of paper. And then what I did is fold it in half. And of course I folded this up to make pockets all along here. And then I folded these in, and then I'll make that as the center of one of my signatures. This can be totally decorated. It looks really cool. I did that in one of my other journals. So I think that's a good start, and it's a good place to stop. So I hope you enjoyed the craft along with me. I've got a lot of good ideas, or more ideas, let's put it that way, to come. So if you would like to craft along with me, I think we're gonna have some fun. So until next time, get all your stuff done, get everything done to this point, because there's going to be more videos to come. And if you've got any comments or any something that you're thinking of, please feel free to comment, and I always read all my comments and try to answer every one of them. And again, I want to welcome all my new subbies, and welcome back all of my other subbies that aren't so new, but we are going to have fun doing this, I think, and so hopefully you'll craft along with me. So until next time, this is Barbie saying bye 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 bye. Have fun crafting. Have a beautiful day.